I wish someone had done it when I left school because I didn't understand. I opened a bank account. I didn't know the difference between a deposit account, a current account, debit card, credit card, things like this. And it makes it much easier if you know and you don't have to find out through mistake after mistake.
From the students of XIC in Javier, this is Student View.
Hi everyone, we're here with Christina Brady from Blacktower Financial Management, and she's going to tell us a bit about finance and trading and some life lessons.
The reason I'm here is because I feel most children, not children, that's the wrong thing to say, young adults, when they leave school, they don't know about life, about how finance will impact you. Whether you buy a house, whether you open a bank account, it will affect. It can, if you understand finance, it will make life a lot easier for you, and it could lead to you, hopefully, having a more successful life, being able to make more money. But I think for young adults like you need to understand about bank accounts, what different bank accounts there are, and what they mean for you. Also a little bit about student loans. I'm not too au fait on that, but I'll find out about that. Mortgages and loans, because I know you're very young, but you may want a loan to buy a car. You may decide that you want to start doing property, you want to buy properties, do them up. How do you get a mortgage? What type of mortgage? Bitcoin. Now most youngsters nowadays have heard of Bitcoin. A little bit about Bitcoin, about what the risks are, what the upside, what the downside. And general investing, like investing in stocks and shares, funds, and how you can make money. And what are the pros and the cons, so you understand and you can talk to people. And also a little bit about now inflation. You've all heard, I don't know if you've watched the news, but inflation's going up. Yeah. What is inflation? How will it affect you? And also interest rates, if they go up, how will it affect you and your families, if you've got loans, etc. And also, if you are interested, it gives you a little bit of insight into the jobs you can get within the finance industry, because there are so many. I know finance seems really boring, but there's so many really exciting jobs out there. You could travel the world, and this may be me smiling, but they pay for everything. So you get the best flights, you get the best hotels, and you get to see the world. And it's an easy way of travelling. The jobs aren't easy. You work long hours, but you get very, very good money. I'm sure you've seen it on telly. Yeah. And you've got different things. You've got like a back office, a middle office, and a front office, and I've worked in all three. And I can tell you, when I was in the front office, there was a chap who was 24 and he got a £10 million bonus. And this is like 30 years ago.
Wow.
Okay?
What was your favourite office?
That's nice.
He was doing trade and he said to me, gosh, what do I do with the money? And I thought, well, you can give it to me. And he spent part of it buying a private plane. And at that age, it was like, oh. And so there are good opportunities for everyone. So that's the thing. But also just to make you feel confident when you leave school, that you know the basics of finance. And it is really, really important. I know you think, well, she's old. I am very old. But I wish someone had done it when I left school because I didn't understand. I opened a bank account. I didn't know the difference between a deposit account, a current account, debit card, credit card, things like this. And it makes it much easier if you know and you don't have to find out through mistake after mistake. And so I've put together a list of topics here. If you ever look through them and just decide which ones you're interested in and let Rosie know, then she'll tell me. Or if you want anything added, if you think about it, if you go home and think about it, or you talk to your friends and they say, well, actually, we'd like to know more about how to trade stocks and shares, or we'd like to know more about futures and options. There's so many different things you can do with finance. And what we're planning to do, if there's enough people, is we can look for a trading platform. And I'll explain to you how you work. You don't have to put any of your real money in. It's like a dummy account, and you'll get maybe 1,000 or 10,000 to start with. And you go in and you pick stocks and shares and funds and see how much money you can make. And at the end of each month, we'll see how much money, who's made the most money, and they'll get a little prize. Yeah. And we'll see like that. So it makes it more interesting. So if you were trading that, you'd most probably buy now because you've got the upside.
Okay then.
So if you buy when something's going up, you're buying at a premium. Yeah. So you're not likely to make so much. So, whereas if you buy something when it's falling, obviously if it's got a good track record, it's got the chance to go back
different.
up. Oh my God!
We're trading something.
What did you just trade in? So if you look at, it was much lower in August than it is now.
Yeah.
Okay, it tells you. If you put this, it tells you what the price was on that day.
Yeah.
So you can see how much you traded. So really, with BP, it's near the top.
Yeah, so probably
so
not.
At the moment I wouldn't buy it, but you can do it over a period of time and then you just pick. So if you look and you see that it was up here and now it's down there, then maybe it's a good time to buy it because it was at one time a lot higher and it's fallen,
Yeah.
whereas this one was low and it's gone really high,
Yeah.
so I wouldn't buy that one. So now we've all downloaded the app and you've had a fiddle, would you be interested in doing a challenge?
Yeah, that would be really fun.
And we'll try and start it next month. We'll arrange a date, and I'll give you a leaflet maybe before then, just explaining a bit more, so you can read through it and you know a bit more about it.
Yeah, thank
That's
you.
fine.
But
Thank you.
it's quite interesting if you're good at it and you enjoy it. Maybe that's something you need to look at doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.